So today I wanted to do a quick video about how I do my everyday face. I'm very pale, as you can tell, and that's my main issue really. I do also have pretty poor skin, so I thought it'd be useful to share kind of how I've gone about doing my daily routine and hopefully trying to get it down to a quite short video and also a short daily routine. For me, the main issue is getting the foundation the right colour. I've often found that I get good coverage and then the colour is wrong, or I get pretty nice colour but then it's all blotchy and it's not very nice. So the one that I've found that's the best is Max Factor Experience, and this is light ivory, which is the lightest one possible, and even so it's still too dark for me. So what I do, I've already moisturised my face so far. I literally just put it on my fingers, get a really big dollop, and just pop it all over the face, just in kind of little dabs, I suppose. And then what I take is Makeup Forever Professional. This is the pan stick, which I suppose is kind of like stage makeup, and it's literally pure white. And what I do with that is literally just dab it on kind of in the gaps, and then I literally just mix those together with my fingers, and it just brings down the colour a little bit, only a small amount, because this one is actually not a bad match for me. It's more kind of the tide mark at the neck that is a problem, and I'm not very good with blending, so I try to combat that by just going round with a little bit of white. You can see there that it's pretty good. I've kind of got used to how much I need to put on, and it's kind of a trial and error really to see how much you need. And I'm always constantly getting it on my hair as well, so that's always attractive. But basically just putting it on with the fingers, I find makes it a little bit easier to maneuver and manipulate the foundation, so it's a little bit more pliable, I suppose. So when it's all mixed in, you're left with a pretty flat base, but I find that the pan stick is very shiny. I do find that it is quite shiny, but it's quite a good colour, so I kind of put up with that. But what I go for after that is NARS. Now this powder is in Snow, again the absolute lightest, and actually it's pretty good. It's not too dark, but it does just give me, I suppose, a little bit of colour, and I just kind of pat it on rather than rubbing it, because obviously you don't want to disturb the foundation on the underneath too much, as soon as you've spent a lot of time getting it all neat. Generally in the mornings my routine takes between 10 and 15 minutes, depending on how much my skin wants to play ball. Some days I put the foundation on and it's absolutely beautiful, and other days it just looks awful and it's really patchy and really blotchy. I don't know why that is, just sometimes it works better than others. Maybe I've had kind of more sleep or less sleep or whatever. So just pat it all over, and that just gets rid of some of the shininess and also just helps to even it all out. And then I just take a really big floppy brush and just go over it all, get rid of any loose powder. It just kind of helps to set it all in place, and especially over the eyebrows, because I'm going to be drawing on those later, so don't want them to be kind of stuck down with powder and foundation. Next step is the blusher. Now I use really cheap eye blusher. I don't really put a lot of thought behind blusher. It just makes my cheeks a little bit of a different colour. And this one is just Too True, which I believe is one of the cheapest possible brands. I think I got this for £1. It might have been 3 for £4 even, possibly. I've got a couple of lip glosses with it as well, but I just put a load on, and then again with the big brush just go over and just even it out a little bit. so it's not as harsh. And I tend to put it from kind of the apple bit up, right up to the ear. It just kind of makes me look a little bit thinner, which is desirable. After that, I go for eyeshadow. Again, I don't put a lot of store behind different kind of eyeshadows. This is, again, a really cheap, this is NYX palette called Jazz Night. And it's mostly just kind of pales. You can see this one here is my favourite. But I, at the moment, use the brown quite a lot. And I literally just put it in the corner and bring it in about halfway. Just kind of blending it in. It just gives the eyes a little bit of depth, kind of makes them look a little less boring. And also, I'll let you into a secret. It's not really a secret. Most people know about me that I don't have any eyelashes. So if I don't have something on my eyes, either eyeshadow or eyeliner, I look really, really washed out and my eyes look tiny and horrible. So I always have something on the eyes. So here is just one colour on the eyes. I would sometimes use a couple of colours if necessary. Then the next step is the eyelids themselves with eyeliner. Again, as I said, I don't have any eyelashes, so I literally just draw following the lash line as should be. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm doing it, otherwise it'll look rubbish. And I also draw on the underneath lash line. Sorry, I know people don't like looking into other people's eyes. And that kind of takes the place of the lash line, which is what normal people would have. So again, draw on the underneath, and also then just follow it along. I tend to go about halfway across and then kind of join them up. And then check if they match, which usually they don't. And then I just draw a little line on the underneath and join them up. And I always find that I get eyeliner down my face during the day for some reason, so I always just kind of pre-smudge it, I suppose, just to get it out of the way. Last but not least is the eyebrows. I've managed to lose my eyebrow pencil here. Got it. So it's just basically an angled brush. You can probably see that there. And the main reason is I have very thin eyebrows, and also they're very, very light, so both things together doesn't really make conducive nice eyebrows. So again, I use the brown, which is the one that I've already got on as eyeshadow, and as before, I already went over them to make sure that they're not kind of stuck to me. Just go over them very gently with a little bit of the eyeshadow. Again, just following the line I've already got. I don't try and change it too much, certainly not for a day-to-day basis. I certainly wouldn't change it too often. I may try and, put a bit of a nicer arc in my eyebrows on kind of a night out or something, but generally I don't really bother. It's so much easier to follow a line that you've already got than trying to create one. So this basically just bulks up the size of the eyebrow and makes them a little bit darker as well. And then you just have to check, are they even? They look about right. And then again, just a quite cheap lipstick, this one, because it's something that I can apply quite regularly. This one is Makeup Academy, again very cheap, and it's shade number 7. They don't even give them nice names. But It just gives a little pink tinge. And that's it.